It's real crazy. She must have face blindness because I'm like, girl, that's your face staring right at you.
A mother of 2.
実は私からも一つ聞きたいことがあるんです。ゴージャスタイガーさんはどうしてこんなに私たちのことを気にかけてくださるんですか？
Like, looking straight at you, bro.
今なんだか泣きそうな子供に見えてしまう。
Oh, y'all got the same eyes and everything.
Mm. Mm. Who's that? She says, who's that?
Going through both, doing 2 different things right now.
Oh man, let's shoot the other 2 out. Damn, look at his eyes, yeah. The fact that they drew that too to make sure we knew.
Yep.
ReZero. Episode 1 of season 4 is in the books. 2 completely different feels rides to be had. You know, Subaru wanted to do his best for Rem. You know, we have the new spirit that took over, well, I guess you said Ekidona, that took over Anna and wanted to do everything for her. And of course Garfield finally saying, hey mom, I'm right in front of you, this is me after all these years, you know. And yeah, that feels right for him. Let's letting it all out. Yeah, I mean, like, he was, as you were saying, like, bro, like, he's a splitting image of you pretty much.
Yeah, it must be part of that curse or whatever happened to her, because they have, like, and I know it's an anime, right? I know it's an anime, and in animes they're gonna draw families similar, right?
Yeah.
I think the only exception that I could think of, like, really at the forefront of my mind would be Sailor Moon, where she doesn't actually look like her parents or her brother, Usagi, but, like, that's her family, right?
Yeah.
And or there's some similarities, but not as obvious as this. And it really must be the curse or whatever is put upon her, because those are her eyes staring back at her. That's her face looking right back at her, and it really just feels like it has to be some kind of face blindness. Like, she must be seeing something else, because there's truly no way that you don't notice that all 3 of you look alike. And then if Frederica comes to visit, the 4 of you are just all like mirror images of each other. It'd be wild. But yeah, that scene was very touching. It's one of those things that happen a lot in stories like this, where a maternal figure reaches out to a brokenhearted younger person, girl or boy,
Yeah.
and because of their maternal instincts, stand in as the mother and respond as their mother. So she's just doing that as a mother, knowing that he needs someone. Whereas he's actually expressing to his mother, I need you, I missed you. It's all been so crazy. So that's always so heartbreaking to me every time I see in any iteration that, like, if a mother has amnesia and this is how they connect, but there's no actual connection happening, or, someone just standing in and responding in a way that will alleviate the person whose heart is breaking. But to have it be his, like, actual mother, and then having his mother go, yeah, these are my kids whose names are just like yours. And, it's just pain on top of pain for this young boy who's already been through so much and has had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Um, and it's one of those moments that two people could, be walking on the same road but living two different experiences. Um, it's beautiful and it's heartbreaking, and I'm glad that they showed that in this episode, that we got that little bow tied for this family, and all we can do is hope that, for all the bad things that happen in ReZero, hopefully one day in the future, them all reuniting and becoming a family is one good thing that could happen through all this terrible stuff. Like, that's what I hope. Um, yeah, it was really nice. But I'm happy that they didn't drag it out too through the season, because it's
Yeah,
obviously we're taking that main group and we're going way off somewhere else, but there's still so much to do there. But I'm very glad that we took care of that now. We handled that now so that, you know, we can focus on other aspects of Garfield's journey going forward into season 4.
yeah. And then to piggyback off of that, or should I say, the transition back into what the first half is going to be tackling with Shula the sage. Obviously, being forgotten um, is playing a massive role, because I mean the parallels are there between Garfield and his family, and of course now Julius and Rem, and this
Mhm.
whole arc of being forgotten and people forgetting you. Julius is going through it right now because he of course nobody remembers him, and there's a part of him like that just feels terrible about this, because no one just knows him, only Subaru does, right? But people, at least the group was fast accepting that, all right, this is because of gluttony has done this. We know there's three forms of gluttony, based off the last season, because we met the girl version of gluttony at the very end. And she might be like one of the most dangerous ones. Um, them pretty much going on this journey to find Shula the Sage, and everyone's in it for a little bit different. Obviously, we learn about what Anna, aka Ekidona, is their goal is, right, to fix what's going on with Anna, Anastasia, that is. And now, of course, Subaru's goal is, well, we want to find a solution for Rem. So that's why they're back at the castle, well, with Rosewell, and that should be interesting in and of itself. Also, in the, I guess you could say, if Subaru's priority most likely is going to be Rem, then Julius, and then Anna in terms of like fixing things. Um, but from
Don't forget
base,
about our girl Crush, who's
yes,
all fucked up. They're
that's
they're
right.
really just
Yes, yeah,
the show's punching bag next to Subaru, in my opinion.
that's right. Yeah, because yeah, she is down bad. There's a lot of people who are just down bad, and hopefully Shula has all the answers that they seek. Now they have to use Melee, one of their ops, in order to get through whatever treacherous trails that will befall them. So I thought that's an interesting wrinkle. Now it makes more sense why Melee was in the opening from what we saw when we
Hmm.
watched it, because I was just like, oh, Melee is back, not knowing that Melee is a part of the group that's going to be going there. So will she be good all the entire time? Who knows?
I mean, she let him know already. She's like, I'm not Petra and I'm not Beatrix. Don't get chummy with me.
Yeah,
It really is like, I'm a bad guy and you need to recognize, just because I'm a cute little girl doesn't mean I'm not bad.
yeah,
And I'm really just going with you because I'm more afraid of someone else than I am of you, and I want to stretch my legs. Like,
yeah,
that's it. That's what this is, and you have to remember that that's what this is. And I like that. I like that, she's standing very firm and I did bad things, I'm going to keep doing bad things. This is
yeah,
just like with Anastasia and Foxydona, our goal is the same, but how we get there, I guess we're all just stuck together. We all
yeah,
need something from this one person, or we all need something from this part of the journey. I'm just going with you.
yeah.
Just I'd rather not deal with whoever mother. Like, I
Her
forget.
mother,
Like, I
yeah.
don't. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, because it does become, it is a trope that we take evil characters and, they turn out good. And it always starts out with I'm gonna stay bad and you will never change me, and then eventually they change their hearts and now everyone's friends. It's gonna be
Mhm.
interesting to see if that happens with Mei because of all like the crazy fucked up shit she
Yeah.
did. Um, and if that's just something that this show wants to go to, um, the path that it wants to take. Because I feel like, you know, from season one, I think this show's been very consistent in, hey, we all have our own motivations. Perceptions also take a toll on our motivations and our paths in life. Um, a lot of us have lived a lot longer than a lot of the people in the current story. A lot of people that we're meeting now, and we've had a lot of things happen to us. So we're all either living in the gray or we're living on the fringes of what is good and what is bad,
Mhm.
and how are we all just trying to survive and get by. I feel that with the witches. I feel that um with Maylee. I feel that with like Garfield. I feel that with like Roswell. Um, Everyone's got something going on, and it's at this point, how do we use each other to exact our goals or to have some kind of come up into the end? Also, understanding that there's this princess selection still happening in the
Yeah.
background. I think what's going on with Foxy Dona and Anastasia is very interesting. The fact that she's a artificial spirit, who would make an artificial spirit of Echidna? That like to me, I'm just like, but if Echidna's got such a bad rap, who's gonna make a artificial spirit of her? Like that's
Yeah.
who did that, and why for 10 years has this spirit been attached to Anastasia?
Yeah.
Um, that to me right now is the biggest thing I want, like, revealed at the end. Um, does has Anastasia always had ties to Echidna? Like, I'm
Yeah.
truly the most curious about. I think with Julius is going through something similar to Subaru is going through, at the start, like, who am I in all of this? Who am I with this personality and this power? But, what does it all mean in the end, in the grand scheme of things? Um, I like that he questioned what is worse, to be forgotten or to forget. It's kind of like Harluck in what Harluck said in episode 7 of One Piece live action. Um, like when does a man die?
Mhm.
Is it when he's shot? Is it when his body is no longer? No, it's when people forget about him.
Mhm.
And Julius is going through an existential crisis. And coming to trying to figure out like, there are things in my life I would have rather forgotten instead of people forgetting about me. So, is it me holding on to these memories and being the only one to live in this? And having people forget me, or would it have been easier if everyone was just like, "Hey, buddy, where you at?" And he's just like, "I don't know you." Like,
Yeah.
truly, which one is better? And I like that Subaru's like, "I don't know. I'm not in that situation. I can't really say, but we can't waste time quantifying horrible situations. We all
Yeah.
just have to live through it, and you're not alone. And I know who you are. At least you have someone with you. I remember you. I remember Kush. I remember Rem. Someone is still holding on to you guys. Someone is still here. You are not dead. You are not forgotten. There's something to be done about your situation now. So we got to focus on that. Um, I do wonder, like I asked in when they revealed to the group that no one remembers Julius, if the three glutton siblings do have different effects. Like that's what it would
Mhm.
seem, right? If Rem is in a coma and no one remembers her, that seems way more extreme than just forgetting who you are, and also way more extreme than everyone forgetting who you are, because at least you're still, you know, a- awake, you're still active, you're still living,
Mhm.
instead of in a stage of stasis. So, considering, like you said, that the sister that was revealed last season, she may be the most dangerous, it's like, yeah, understanding how ridiculous these archbishops are and just how powerful they are, how scary it is that all these people have to come up against all these individuals who are doing some fuck ass shit.
Yeah.
How they all need to band together, and honestly how much this is going to take a toll on Subaru, because like I said at the beginning of the video, it seems like he's going to die a lot, and how much of it is like to also carry that burden through everything, and to try to continue to persevere and push on. And the trials and tribulations are just going to get harder. Like, I truly forgot just how much devastation happened to that town
Yeah.
until the opening. Like, I remember last season, but like, damn, yeah, so much devastation happened, and how many people are still affected? How many people are still transformed into beasts, or had their memories wiped, or are dead because of all this? And in one small place, right?
Yeah.
It is quite scary. And then again, just to be reminded of the fact that Subaru is still fucked up, and there's no like shit. What are we
Yeah.
gonna do about that? Like, is there anything to be done about that? It's one of those things where he's already been affected so mentally and emotionally with the state of his abilities, that now with these run-ins, and I believe it was what Lust is the one that changes people. Now now there's a physical embodiment
Yeah.
of
The
all this
dragonification.
all this stuff. Yeah. So I think this was a good episode. I think, it did enough of recap, but still progressing in the story. Like, it didn't feel like 15 minutes of recap and 5 minutes of new material. It felt like, all right, as we're doing new stuff, as we're expounding new information to you guys, as we're moving forward in the journey, we're cleaning up other things, and then this story's still going on in the background. So
Yeah.
it's made me super excited for the season to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh man. Well, folks, we'll be catching you guys next week for another episode of Repain. Because that's it's only a matter of
Hmm.
time before the pain and suffering come. So that's
Yeah.
it. Catch you guys next time. Houses.